you should be happy as fuck.
What's up, my hippies? It's me, Emily, and today we're going to talk about books that have changed my life. So lately I have been on this journey of self-discovery and learning more about spirituality and accepting myself as a person. I have been going to therapy, I have been doing research on topics that interest me, and it's solely just to further my knowledge and my growth as a human being and to kind of just learn to really love myself. I decided to go on this journey back in January. I really wanted to dive into my spirituality and into myself and see how far I could grow from really like within myself. I really honestly do believe that in order to be healthy on the outside, you really have to be healthy on the inside. I'm really sorry that was a really long explanation, but that is what brought me to these books. And these books have either been ones that I have seen myself and have interested me, or they have been books that my friends or other YouTubers have recommended. So let's get started. Alrighty guys, I'm sure you guys could have guessed, but the first book that I'm going to be talking about is The Alchemist, and this book is amazing. It is one of those books that is a little bit harder to get into. I found it a little bit slower at the beginning, and then towards the middle of the book it started to pick up, and at the end, everything just kind of comes to a full conclusion. This book is all about finding your treasure and really just doing whatever you have to do to achieve that treasure. So this book is also about being on the right path to achieving your treasure. So if you have like a goal, an end result in mind, which would be the treasure, it's knowing that you are on the right path, no matter what that path is. As long as you are thinking about the treasure or the outcome, the goal, then you will be on the right path. And it also talks about the journey to the treasure sometimes being more rewarding than the actual treasure itself. That to me was the most interesting aspect of the book. That is the reason why I fell in love with it. And honestly, I had a hard time really getting into it, but the ending, oh my God. If you don't read this book for anything other than the ending, like read the book for the ending. Like it's worth getting to the fucking end of the book. Let me just tell you. Read it, get to the end, just do it. Alright guys, we are at book number 2. This is called I Didn't Believe Any of That Hippy Dippy Bullshit Either by Julie Rasmussen. This book is awesome because Julie Rasmussen actually lives in Colorado, not too far away from where I live, and my friend actually found this book at a local candle shop. She recommended this book to me and I was like, okay, I have to read it. Like if my friend is going crazy over this book, I have to read this book. Pretty much, this is sort of like an autobiography by Julie. It goes into her life as a former Christian raised woman to kind of diving more into a spiritual route. She really understands the connection between religion and spirituality and kind of develops her own opinions and thoughts on it. That's kind of what helps her grow towards the end of the book, is the thoughts on religion versus spirituality and what she has learned from the two. So she kind of takes both aspects and really makes her own opinion about where her beliefs lie. Number one, I think that's super important to really understand what you believe in, not what other people are telling you to believe in, but really what you believe in inside your heart, what suits you best. This book is not only about her journey, it's also about twin flames. So she discovers that she is in love with this man, and throughout loving him and being connected to him, she finds out that he is her twin flame. If you don't know much about soulmates and twin flames, then it might not make a lot of sense to you. You would have to read the book to really find out what a twin flame is versus a soulmate, but it's really, really cool to see the connection that they have. I don't know, this book is just really inspiring, and I don't know if it's because she lives in Colorado, but I loved it. I really, really loved this book, and the way she writes is very simple. It's not organized at all. She definitely jumps all over the place in this book, but she full on admits it, which I fucking love about her. I want to meet her so bad. My best friend met her at the same candle shop where she bought this book, and I was low-key jealous, but I know that I will meet her. She lives right down the fucking street from me, pretty much. So one day I will get my chance to meet Julie Rasmussen. If you find this book in stores, pick it up, please, just because it's a good book. But I just really want her to thrive, and I really want people to read her book. It's one that is really close to my heart. Bam! Book number 3. So I'm actually still reading this book. I'm not done with it. Don't fucking come for me, okay? This is the one that I'm taking my time with, but I understand the gist of the book, and I would recommend it, and yes, it has changed my life since I've been reading it. So I think it deserves to be on the list. This is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I'm pretty sure that's how you say her name. I could be wrong, but that's how I'm gonna say her name. Pretty much this book is all about waking up the inner badass in all of us. It's about really accepting yourself and loving yourself, and not just noticing all the flaws that you have, but noticing all of the good qualities about yourself. I am someone who struggles with anxiety. I have a lot of thoughts going in my head at all times. I'm constantly thinking about everything and overthinking about everything. If you have anxiety, you know what I'm talking about. However, in this book, it challenges you to really slow down your thinking and to really be conscious of what you are saying to yourself. Are you saying positive things to yourself, or are you saying negative things to yourself? Are you constantly telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this because I'm not worthy, because I don't deserve this, because. Are you telling yourself that on a daily basis and not understanding why you're not getting to where you want to be? That's kind of what she talks about. She talks about putting positive thoughts and positive thinking inside your head, really thinking about the good qualities that you have, really thinking about the things that you can do, saying that you can do something, saying that you are worthy, saying that you do deserve great things to happen to you. And then they happen to you. They will automatically come if you're thinking about them. It does follow the same lines as The Secret. However, it kind of goes based off of her life and her situation, which I always find that more relatable than just a book full of information. I really like when something relates to someone else's life, and the style of her writing and how she puts it all together, in my opinion, is really easy to understand. If you are someone that struggles with anxiety, or if you are someone who has goals up here and you feel like you're stuck down here, then I would recommend this book to you. It does help you visualize your goals and to help change your thinking in order to get to where you want to be. We have a book number 4. This book is called Make Your Bed. It's by Admiral William H. McRaven. I think he is dead now. I could be wrong. Wait, no, he's retired. I don't know. Did he die? Hold on. I forget. I don't fucking know anymore. Oh, no. He's the Chancellor of the University of Texas System. I'm really sorry that I thought he died. Admiral, I'm sorry that I thought you died. I just remember there's a lot of deaths in this book, okay? Anywho, I'm sorry that I'm misinformed. We all make mistakes, but they don't define you. Okay, I have had a long day and I need to calm down for a sec. Let's just take a breath. Okay, we're ready. This book is amazing because it's all about making your bed. Okay, no, it's about more than just making your bed. But the gist of it is that if you can make your bed every day and accomplish such a simple task, then you can accomplish anything you want in this life. It also relates the US Navy to real life situations. The author of this book was in the Navy, and he talks about some of the toughest times that he went through and some of the activities and drills that they were forced to do, and he relates those to real life situations. He talks about making sure you have a solid team on your side. If you really have goals and dreams that you want to accomplish, you have to have a good foundation. You have to have moral support from people who are close to you, people who are willing to be there when you are at your worst or your weakest, but you also have to be there for them as well. I like this book because I didn't know what to expect from it. Seeing the routines that he went through in the Navy compared to real life situations really put it in perspective for me me how important it was to have a good routine. Even if it's something small or something simple, just having like something that you do once a day to kind of get you going and accomplishing something. And that was really admiring to me about this book. I really enjoyed it. Don't ever judge a book by its cover, because I know the cover's not fancy, but this book is absolutely amazing. I would recommend it. This will be one that I will reference over and over and over again. Oh my god. Okay, the last book is really dear to my heart. This book is Did I Ever Wake Up by Madsen. Now, if you don't know who Madsen is, then I will let you know briefly. He is a rapper. A lot of people know him from dating Bella Thorne. Not gonna comment any further on that. If that's all you know him from, or if you don't know him at all, I feel so bad, because he is such an amazing person. I absolutely love Madsen. His book is amazing. I don't care if you don't like his music or him. This book changed my life. This was the stepping stone into everything else that I have been interested in. This book is a step-by-step guide on how to make life a dream. Pretty much it dives into kind of similar to what these other books were about. So about having a goal, having a dream in your head, really knowing what you want from life, and really manifesting and doing things in your life to make that happen. So Madsen takes his life and he kind of uses his own life examples and talks you through how to apply them to your own life and what worked for him and what didn't work for him. I don't know if you see a trend in the books that I like, but I definitely love it when a book can take a concept and relate it to their life, because I want to know how it worked for them. I don't just want to know how to do it. I want to know how they did it and how someone else did it and how the other person did it. The more information you get on how people are doing things, the better you can do it yourself. So even though all these books have similar qualities and similar subjects, they're each from a different person's perspective and a different person's way of thinking, a different person really acting them out and giving their own advice. It's like having a bunch of friends giving you advice, and you can kind of apply the things you like to your own path and take out the things that you don't really like. So this book is really good. It's really short. Also, if you look on iTunes, he does have an album called Look Up. The last couple of songs are actually part of the audiobook where he actually reads this. So if you're too lazy to read, go buy the audiobook on iTunes and just listen to it. Madsen kind of preaches more along the lines of what you really want in life and doing what you have to do to get it. This book is what got me started on my path to spirituality. This book is what led me down the path of the other books. If I never picked this book up, if I never listened to Madsen, I don't think that I would have been interested in any of these other books. So this book really did impact my life so much. This is what started it all for me, and I'm so grateful for it. We made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me and for listening to the books that have changed my life. I really honestly love these books, and if you are someone who likes spirituality and really opening up your eyes to what you can do for yourself and how you can better yourself and how you can grow, I really honestly think you would like these books as well. If you guys have any recommendations for books that I should read next, go ahead and leave those in the comments below. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.